www.islamicwaves.com.
My question to you is that we are Muslims and that's why we have to believe whatever is revealed in the Holy Quran. But how are you going to see it as far as the science is concerned, from the science perspective?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The Mairaj has two parts. One is Isra, which is the journey in night from Makkah to Jerusalem or Masjid Aqsa. So that journey is actually held as a controversy. It is not a controversial thing because at that time people did not believe that so fast a man can travel from Makkah to Jerusalem. But if you look into the scientific aspect, it is possible because we had sound at that time, we had light at that time. The speed of sound, the speed of light, it is enormous. At that time people were traveling by camel, horses, etc. So I think the speed was limited to 5 or 3 meters per second. Now if you look into the other aspect, the sound, the speed of sound is 344 meters per second in the air when the temperature is around 20 degrees centigrade. So in that aspect, this speed 344 meters per second is enormous. But still we are talking about the journey which was around 40 days or so. So that happened in a very short span of time in the night. So I would say that it is possible because now you see people are traveling to atmosphere, people are traveling to other stars. Now the speed, escape velocity is about 11.2 kilometer per second. This is enormous as compared to the velocity of sound, as compared to the velocity of camel or horses or even motor cars. So with that velocity, people are not believing that this could happen. Now if you look into the other aspect, the light, the speed of light is about 3 lakhs kilometer per second. This is enormous. But still, the angels, they move faster than that. So in that prospect, I would say that it is possible. And now people have started believing that this was the truth and it physically happened. This was the first part of the journey or Mairaj. Now the second part is very interesting. If we talk about the second part, in that part, I would refer Mr. Isaac Asimov, who is a very big, good writer about the book, Exploring the Earth and the Cosmos. He says that it is possible that man can travel in 3 modes. Number 1, it can travel through the black holes with the speed of light or even more than that. Number 2, it can travel with the particles which are not tachyon or like that, that is faster than the photons and the light waves. Number 3, man can be converted somehow or spaceship can be converted somehow into the light, and that it can travel with the speed of light. So these are the 3 modes. If we look into the anatomy of the jinn, what we call it, they can have a shape of man, they can have a shape of light or radiation, whatever it is. So it is possible that man can travel. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has authority over everything, who has the integrity of everything, who has command over everything, he can do everything. He says kun and fayakun, it happens. So I think it's not a miracle, it is not a very unbelieving thing. We can believe it that this happened physically.
But I guess that we have to believe it one way or the other in order to...
the aspect when this ayat was revealed and when this event happened, it was actually another test for the believers. And the next morning when he went out to the people of Makkah, and he said that it happened so that I traveled from Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa, and I prayed there, and then from there I went to the skies. The people started humiliating and disbelieving him, and one of them, he thought that this was the point where I can go and ask Hazrat Abu Bakr and ask him that if a person says that I have been to Jerusalem in just few moments or few hours, will it be a thing to believe? So when he went to Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq and he said that a person says and claims that he traveled during the night to Jerusalem and from there to skies, is it possible? Do you believe such a person? So Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala said that who is the person who claims that thing? He said it is your friend, your companion, the Prophet. He said yes, it can happen. when he is claiming that he went to Jerusalem, it can happen. And it is that event, that acceptance of Hazrat Abu Bakr, that he was entitled with the title of Siddiq, the truthful. And that was the moment when the Prophet ﷺ said that he is the person when all my companions, all my friends, all my associates, all my acquaintances, they refused and they left me alone. But he was the person who was with me and who stood just by my side at every difficulty, at every situation of examination. He was with me. So I entitle him with the title of Siddiq. That is the background.
www.islamicwaves.com